So let's take a look at how the temperature of the sensor, the temperature sensor, it is actually affecting the motor. Like right now the motor is not running, so I'm gonna just pinch it a little bit to raise the temperature. So it needs to be over 75 Celsius, and we got 76 now. And as you can see, the motor is running now. And then I can control the speed with the potentiometer. It's very low. Trying to get it really low. I think at one point it was just stopped. And if I just let go, the temperature will go, eventually will start going down, and no matter how I changed, yeah, it went to 74, and no matter what I do with the potentiometer here, it won't do anything to the motor. And that concludes objective 1. Here is the circuit for the liquid crystal display, and the Arduino. There's quite a few connections going to it, and I added this connection is from the potentiometer to analog pin 0, so I can be able to display that information in the screen. I'm going to move the potentiometer, and as you can see, the number of the potentiometer is under hello world, and when it gets to about 350, it's hard to see in the camera. 3808, I can see up to 421. And that concludes objective 2. Now we are going to use the LCD to display temperature from the TMP36 temperature sensor that I placed here. I'm still using analog pin 0 to be able to read the information from, or the data from the TMP36 temperature sensor. Don't need it for the pod. The pod is just, now we just want to control the display, and as you can see, we have temperature, and once I start touching the sensor, let it warm up, it should be reading temperature changes. Easy enough. And that concludes objective 3. here's our circuit for objective 4 with our forward button on pin number 4. Then you have the reverse button on pin number 7, the potentiometer on the analog input 0, and then the DC motor on the pin number 10. So let's fire up and see what happens. So if we press the forward button, it should go forward as long as we have enough voltage for the motor to spin. And it starts slow, and as I move it, it increases the speed towards the forward button. If I let it go, it stops. And it just keeps speeding up. So now we'll try the reverse button, and if I press the reverse button, it's spinning that the reverse, and I can speed up the motor with the potentiometer as I move it. And that concludes, and then we have, if I press both buttons, it won't work. If both buttons are not pressed, it won't work. One of them has to be pressed, the other one has to be released, and then we're controlling the speed with the potentiometer. That concludes objective number 4.